Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Drugcraft. RJ Nick here, and I'm going to give you guys a little update as to what I've been up to. Not too much new down here, although one of these days I'm going to expand this a few more rows wider, probably 3 rows. I've been, harvesting everything a lot, even been doing the wheat. But my biggest accomplishment lately is I've expanded the pumpkin farm. I've added an extra pod to the end of each of the rows, as well as another 4 rows of pumpkins. So, as you can see, the pumpkin room is huge now. And basically, it's big enough to the point where I can't even get done harvesting a row before they start growing back in that row. So, let's just start with this row here. And usually by the time I get to the end of a row, there's already a pumpkin or 2 grown back in the row. And by the time I get done harvesting every row, there's pumpkins all over the place. So, I mean, if I wanted to, I could pretty much just run around in here 24/7 and never stop harvesting pumpkins, just because there's that many in here. It's not a huge farm by any means, but when you look at the fact that there's only one person, and that's myself, harvesting them all, it's a pretty decent size. Look at that. There's a pumpkin down at the beginning of this row already. So like I said, I can barely even harvest a row, let alone the whole room, before stuff starts growing back. Which I'm not complaining. It's good. Pumpkins don't sell for a ton, but when you have a ton of them, it all adds up. I forgot the price of pumpkins. I think is it 400 for a stack of seeds, or 420 now with the new room that we can get into. So really, since one stack of pumpkins is 4 seeds, that's 1680 per stack of pumpkins. So it's not a ton, but it's up there with wheat, sorta. Not really, but I mean, it is a little bit more of a pain because you do have to break them apart into seeds while you're there, but it's really not that hard. I still probably think that the sugarcane's the easiest, just because you break it, and, well, then you do gotta convert it to paper. I don't know, they've all got little tricks to them. But like I said, the only ones I really won't do, I think really the only one is probably cactus. I haven't started mushrooms yet, which is probably what I'm going to do after I get done harvesting these pumpkins. Just because, I mean, you got to have a mushroom room. And what I should do is use my Silk Touch axe and harvest the mushroom blocks and make the mushroom room out of mushrooms. Like, turn them into the giant mushrooms and harvest it that way. I don't really think it would do much, but it would look kind of cool. Definitely be a waste. Maybe if I get really bored one day. I was actually thinking about using the tree room to grow giant mushrooms in, but I don't know how well that would work out, because you have to buy the bone meal, either from spawn or buy someone auctioning bone meal or bones, which I almost had some earlier, but literally at the last half second got outbid. So happens all the time. You just gotta get used to it. But like I was saying with the pumpkins, we're just getting done with our 4th row, and if we look back, you can already see there's good 15 or more pumpkins up there. And that one, I think, just came back there. The last couple rows are still growing from seeds, because I just planted them not too long ago. They're almost ready, though. I used up the rest of my bone meal trying to get some of the other ones to grow up. And I really got to focus on getting an axe with unbreaking. The one I have now is Unbreaking 1, but it would be nice to have Unbreaking 2, just because then it would last a lot longer. It doesn't take long, even with a plain diamond axe, to break pumpkins, so I'm not really too worried about the efficiency, but I do have to repair it a lot, because you'll already notice that it's no longer called the Pumpkin Pounder, it is called Diamond Axe, because I didn't have enough levels on me last time to keep the name and repair it. Which I should be able to rename it this time. And if you notice how this row here, you see these little dirt patches, it's because I actually, when I first expanded the room, it was, I had one of the rows off by 1 block, because when I went to harvest, I noticed that one of the rows of pumpkins was only 1 block wide, so I was like, this isn't good, so I had to shift everything over this way. So that's why this row here and this row here have a lot of stems in it, and the rest are fully grown, because they were pretty much already there. I think this back row was planted after, or no, it wasn't, because I was there. So yeah, that's why those 2 rows are still starting off. You see this dirt here. But it's all fixed now, and as you can see, after clearing the room, and it wasn't even completely full, but we've got, you know, pretty much, if I go and grab 4 more, we'll have 9 full stacks of pumpkins. And like I said, I could literally just run around here all day. I mean, you can't pick all these by yourself. So that's why I've been waiting till the room gets at least decently full, and then I'll go harvest it. I did add a second box up here because the first one's full. And now I've pretty much been waiting till I get both boxes full, because then that's 3 trips to spawn with a full inventory. Still love how this thing works. No. There we go. That's weird. Happens every now and then. It's probably just latency with the server or something. Not too worried about it. Got this block off here because I don't know what the deal is, but it seems like maybe it's doing it now too. I don't know. For some reason, the chickens will stop laying eggs every once in a while. So right now you can hear that even though there's a ton of chickens up here, they're not laying any eggs. I mean, for a while they were, so you can still see them in the hopper, but oh well. I'll still leave it off. And I think that's pretty much all I've been up to. Like I said, I want to start a mushroom garden, so we could do that. Got the grass fully grown in here. I finally found some saplings for this one, which fits perfectly into this room. And, you know, these trees here have actually been grown really well too. So I've got a lot of wood now, got a lot of saplings, which is always a good thing. Especially when you're deep underground with no signs of trees or anything. What do I want to do now? Alright, I guess we could start our mushroom farm. I don't have a ton of red, but what I'm going to do, since mushrooms will grow on grass or stone, is I'm going to use those to lay out the grid. I just got to figure out where I can start the room at. So that's all the tree room back there. Guess we could go to the 4th floor. Nah, let's keep it lower. No point getting too high in here. I think you already know where I want it. Let's go back here. Whoops, crap. No. Don't break the wrong stuff. And how many more? Actually, the wall will end when it's done. Okay, cool. So I think this should be fine. Nope, 'cause this is the back of the wall. Darn. The reason I don't want to go back to back is because I don't want any of the light from the torches shining through. Because mushrooms have to be grown not in complete darkness, but pretty close. So I'm going to light it up when I'm digging everything out, but later on I'm going to... Stupid redstone, get out of there. Later on I will take them out and kind of bury them underground. Anyways, I think I'm just going to hollow this out now and then pick up in my next video with planting them and laying them out. I've tried to do research on the best layout for mushroom farms, and I've found some good tips, but nothing that says like this is the best layout. I mean, there's stuff done where like people build towers and stuff out of them, but you know, it's not really an option for me to do something like that just because, you know, if you build a giant tower, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb, plus it's more mechanics and stuff you got to worry about on it. So anyways, I will pick up on my next video with the start of the mushroom farm, and then we will go from there. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the videos. As always, if you have any questions or want to see anything done, you know, feel free to leave in the comments, and I'll try to get everything answered and shown as best as I can. I will see you guys soon.